The world watches with bated breath. Donald Trump, once again at the helm of the United States, faces off against Vladimir Putin. The two men, both masters of their own brand of power, are locked in a geopolitical dance. The stakes are incredibly high. Russia's war in Ukraine rages on, a bloody gash across the European landscape. Trump, never one to shy away from the spotlight, has vowed to end the conflict. He believes he can broker a deal where others have failed. But Putin, the former KGB agent, is a master strategist. He has his own plans for Ukraine and for the global order. The relationship between these two men is complex, a tangled web of ego and ambition. Some whisper of a dangerous affinity between them. They point to Trump's past praise of Putin, his seeming reluctance to criticize the Russian leader. Others see a clash of titans, a battle of wills that could reshape the world as we know it. The outcome of this high-stakes game is far from certain. One thing is clear: the future of global security, the fate of nations, hangs in the balance. The world is watching, holding its breath. The stage is set, the key players are in position. But who will make the first move, and what price will be paid for peace? The world hopes for the best. But history teaches us to prepare for the worst. The stakes are too high to ignore the risks, to underestimate the players. The relationship between Trump and Putin is a powder keg waiting for a spark. Trump's return to the White House has sent shockwaves through the global community. His brand of unpredictable diplomacy, his disdain for traditional alliances, unsettles many. Yet there are those who believe he is the only one who can reason with Putin. They point to his self-proclaimed deal-making prowess, his ability to cut through diplomatic red tape. However, critics worry about Trump's susceptibility to flattery, his tendency to prioritize personal relationships over national interests. They see his admiration for strongmen, his disinterest in human rights, as dangerous vulnerabilities. The appointment of Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence has further fueled these concerns. Gabbard, known for her pro-Kremlin stance, raises questions about the direction of U.S. intelligence under Trump. The world remembers the Helsinki summit, the image of Trump standing next to Putin, seemingly siding with him over his own intelligence agencies. Will history repeat itself? Will Trump, blinded by the allure of a deal, make concessions that weaken the West and embolden Putin? These questions haunt the minds of policymakers and diplomats around the globe. The stakes are too high to ignore the risks. The world holds its breath, watching as Trump once again takes center stage in the global arena. The stakes are high, the risks are real, and the outcome remains uncertain. While the world watched, the lines of communication between Moscow and Washington remained open. Even during Trump's time out of office, whispers of phone calls, of back channels, fueled speculation. Putin, never one to miss an opportunity, was quick to congratulate Trump on his re-election. Was it a genuine gesture or a calculated move by a master manipulator? The two men share a worldview, a disdain for the established order, a belief in their own exceptionalism. This shared outlook, this mutual admiration is both fascinating and frightening. It forms a bond, however tenuous, between them. This bond, built on shared grievances and ambitions, has the potential to reshape global power dynamics. The world watches, trying to decipher the meaning behind closed-door meetings and cryptic statements. The lack of transparency, the air of secrecy, only fuels speculation and anxiety. The future feels precarious, the ground unsteady beneath our feet. As Trump and Putin dance their delicate dance on the world stage, the rest of us wait with bated breath, hoping for the best but fearing the worst. Ukraine, once a pawn in the Cold War, finds itself once again at the center of a geopolitical struggle. The war, a brutal testament to Putin's ambition, has left the country scarred and its people yearning for peace. Trump, with his promise to end the bloodshed, has emerged as a beacon of hope for some, a harbinger of danger for others. Putin, however, is playing a long game. He seeks to redraw the map of Europe, to reassert Russian dominance, and he sees Trump's desire for a quick win as a potential weakness to exploit. His demands are steep Ukrainian neutrality, territorial concessions, a recognition of Russia's sphere of influence. Will Trump, eager to claim a foreign policy victory, be willing to pressure Ukraine into accepting a deal that sacrifices its sovereignty? Or will he stand firm against Putin's aggression, risking a wider conflict? The answer to this question will have profound implications not only for Ukraine, but for the entire international order. The world watches, holding its breath as the fate of Ukraine hangs in the balance.